Hello friends, today we will talk about life insurance underwriting, that is IC 22 subject chapter 1. First of all, I would like to talk about underwriting. What is underwriting? Underwriting is basically assessing, selecting, classifying, evaluating, measuring and rating the risk that we are going to underwrite. In life insurance underwriting, because we are assessing the life, that is the person who is to be insured, we have to assess his risk as underwriter. We have to talk about the person, his habits, his health, his family history. So all those factors come into play. We talk about two things. First of all, one is the mortality rate and the morbidity rate. What is mortality rate? Mortality rate is basically the number of deaths that occur in a given population over a given period of time. And what is morbidity rate? Morbidity rate is basically the frequency with which a disease happens in a group of people. These two important rates are very important in deciding for the underwriting aspect of life insurance, because we are talking about human beings here. So both the things, that is the number of deaths that happen and the number of the amount of or the number of disease that occur in a population, they are both important. Next, we'll talk about the classification of risk. In underwriting, we are talking about two type of classification. One is standard risk, the other one is substandard risk. Standard means average risk, as the name suggests, and substandard means we are talking about a risk which is on a higher side. That is, we are talking about a person who's probably having a bad family history or bad health, or is already suffering from a disease, or has some occupational hazard which makes him more prone to that the risk of death. So we are talking about substandard risk here. Standard risk, of course, normal standard premiums will apply, but in case of substandard risk, the underwriter has to decide whether he wants to accept the risk. That is, the insurer should, as an insurance company, in the insurance company, the underwriter is the person who's deciding whether the risk that he's accepting should not lead to more substantial losses for the insurer. So we have to decide as underwriter whether accepting that substandard risk will lead to how much losses for the insurer. So the underwriter has to decide whether he has to accept the risk of substandard life with a higher premium or with special term, or he has to totally postpone the risk or decline the risk. In standard risk, we charge standard premium, okay, and in substandard risk we are charging extra premium, depending on whether the underwriter feels that it is okay to accept the risk, substandard risk, with the additional loading. Now, main factors influencing the risk in life insurance underwriting, as I have already told you, are health, lifestyle, habits, occupation, financial condition, and place of residence. This is very important nowadays because of political instability in many parts of the world. So we have to take that also into consideration, whether a person who is residing in some maybe some remote place, or a place which is prone to more earthquakes or more volcanic activities. We have to decide on that basis what kind of risk we are going to undertake in that. So depending on the person's family history, his health, his lifestyle, occupation, financial condition, we will see whether we have to charge extra premium or we have to charge standard premium. Now, in substandard risk, we are talking about three type of situations. One is the situation of increasing extra risk. Increasing extra risk in the sense that in future, if you expect that underwriter feels that the risk is going to increase, like a person who's suffering from BP maybe or diabetes, so that increased risk is there. In future, the two conditions might lead to more complications. So there is a possibility of increasing extra risk. So underwriter has to take that into consideration. In decreasing extra risk, suppose underwriter feels that the risk is due to some occupation which is probably there for a particular period of time, and after that maybe that risk will automatically go away, or the person will probably, will no longer be prone to that risk, then there's a possibility of a decreasing extra risk. Say maybe for example a person who's having some sea duty, and in future he can be deputed on land, so that condition becomes a situation of decreasing extra risk. And constant extra risk is a person who's suffering from some condition, some underlying condition which is going to be there throughout. So we are talking about constant extra risk. Well, I mean, suppose that is not going to affect him in long term, and that is not going to deteriorate his condition in long term. It is going to remain constant. So that becomes a situation of constant extra risk. These things are important in consideration. Why? Because a person has to be covered for a long term of period in life insurance. So we have to take into consideration whether that risk, that extra risk, is going to increase, decrease, or remain constant, and accordingly we have to charge the premium, because we are charging premium right now and we are underwriting right now, so in present. So the situation is that if we are underwriting now, we have to decide that how it is going to impact the insurance company in future. So friends, that was it for chapter 1. These are the main points what I feel are important in this particular chapter, and we'll be continuing our chapter 2 in the next video. Thank you.